Constantine wants to see us. We save his life. Next thing you know, he's like, come to my palace. Solve more of my problems. My goodness. So we're back at the governor's palace to see what he's got going on. My best guess, not a whole lot. Because I'm assuming he's still sick, and we still have essentially all the same problems we had before.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason.
Dude, his head.
I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time?
Dude, we're gonna have to kill this thing.
If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything.
Okay.
We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I'm on Manawi, like you.
Wait,
Even
what?
if the Malachor left me a few of its marks.
Man, they plant this guy like a tree. He sprouts up. He's gone full native all of a sudden. I don't believe it, dude.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand.
But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon-Mil Frictamen?
Yes,
Got busy.
I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they're going to name a successor.
Okay, so we still haven't met the big island spirit because the High King needs to invite us, and we may have ended the High King's life. So they need a new High King, and they want us to get involved with that. Before we do that, we got a letter. It says, Your Excellency, a messenger informed us of a arrival. The delegation from His Highness, the Prince, led by his daughter. If possible, I would like you to get back. I do not know how to react to the rather disturbing arrival. Hope this letter found you in good health. Now, when we got this letter, our little dude was like, hey, that's a family of assassins. That's awkward. Wonder what they're doing here. I assume it's another group coming to kill Constantine?
Constantine.
We want to know about your link to the island real quick here, old boy.
You told me that during the ritual with Katasak, you felt the bond he'd created.
It's true. And it was an incredible feeling. I felt like I was every blade of grass in that remote place. I could see everything, feel everything, and I knew that I could bend the trees to my will.
Do you still feel that way?
Yes, but in a more dull, muffled way. The first time, it was surreal and perfect. In fact, I don't know if there's a word for it.
The first time?
The first time it happened. Now it's as if I've become used to feeling this bond.
I think they're trying to turn him into one of...
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
Those big guardian spirits. I think that the High King was somehow corrupting or superimposing or changing, adjusting. He was doing something to Constantine, something serious and something have some pretty big consequences. All right, it's very suspicious that another prince would send in. I'm a little confused about how the Merchants Congregation works, but another kind of ruling family sent an envoy, and that's not right.
Ah, Sir de Sardet. Did you get my message?
Indeed. The arrival of the de Vespe family in Tir Fredi is surprising and no doubt worrying. But without knowing their intentions...
Nothing good can come from that family, for the interests of the d'Orsay family and Serene. But I truly cannot tell you anything about the reason for their presence. The message I received was brief. Aurelia de Vespe announced her arrival on the island and asked to see your cousin as soon as possible. She and her entourage seem to have settled in a region that I do not know. Adag ol Credo, north of Vikshadir. I think it would be good for you to locate her and try to find out more.
I know this place, but I thought that only the Doneigada from the Baragnodash clan knew how to access it. It's a sacred place. That's where Animide shed his blood.
You should also take advantage and visit these unknown lands. Who knows what they have in store for us?
You're right. It's better for us to go and see what it's all about.
All right. Tell me more about this family we're going to meet with.
What can you tell me about the de Vespe family? I've never met them, and everything I know is hearsay.
And, strange and worrying as it is, the rumors are justified for the most part. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, and I've been away from the continent for a long time. I'm sure Sir de Courcillon will be able to tell you more. But know that they have envied the d'Orsay family's power in the congregation for generations. They have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Peren as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even murder, according to some people. And don't back down for anything. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency, and don't believe a single one of their lies. They're real vipers. Do you have any other questions?
What do you know about Aurelia de Vespe? Is she an important member of the family?
As far as I know, she's the prince's favorite daughter, and the only one left. I seem to remember that she was married to a promising young nobleman for a few years. I heard he died in suspicious circumstances, but I couldn't tell you what happened or if it's even true. But if you want to find out more about her before you go to meet her, you should go to speak to Sir de Courcillon. Do you have any other questions?
Do you know the city of Peren?
Legend would have it that it's the oldest city in the congregation, and its ruins bear witness to a glorious past. It's a beautiful city with a river running through it, and whose art and architecture have long been a source of inspiration for the old world. Nevertheless, it doesn't have direct access to the sea, which stopped it from thriving and becoming as powerful as Serene. That's what finally pushed it into the background amidst the larger cities. Do you have any other questions?
Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the de Vespes.
So remember, Lady Mirage here was in charge of kind of everything here until Constantine got here. Oh, they want us to just go meet him now. Okay. So as far as the map goes, we're over here in the Congregation of Merchants. Up the coast here to the left are the Teleme, the religious faction, and the magicians, and up the coast to the right are the Bridge Alliance, the science faction. But this new encounter, this new group from the Congregation of Merchants, instead of coming to our city, broke in way up here. And you can actually see it's a cool little environmental thing. Look at this. The volcano must have run down this way and kind of cooled off at some point. I mean, maybe it's still a little hot, but this is a brand new zone. This is actually officially DLC expansion content that we're in here investigating this zone. This is all added after the base game was out. So I'm hoping there's some new stuff that's lots of fun. Ooh, a cutscene. Nice.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go.
These are new. Oh. Excuse me, sir. These egg rescats? Huh. I mean, they're the same thing as every other animal on the island. They don't do anything like majorly different, but it's cool. It looks different. Good to have like a little bit of a visual change at least. They drop the same stuff as well. Okay. Still cool though. The lions, the growling, were on the other side of the island, have a different monster pop up. Okay, then. A little tempted to go after whatever this is first. Since we're in a new zone. There hasn't been a campsite yet or anything. Egress. I was also hoping Siora would have a little bit of dialogue about these things. Since they're new and they're different. That does not seem to be the case. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, messed up there. Man, the camera did not like that little fight. Mercy. Huh. What messed these guys up? It's pretty fresh, too. Very curious. Quest marker and what looks like a little fort, little town is to our right. Trying to get over here, though. But it's really pushing... Ah, this is going to be a camp, sure. It's really pushing us towards that. These guys active at night. Interesting. I wonder if they sleep a little more during the day? I think it's going to rotate around before we get to it. On. Here we go. Gotcha. Oh, wow. We walked right under one. What in the world? Can you tell it's a DLC thing? Can we jump this guy, you think? Hold on. Ha! Gotcha. Stealth. Oh, man. Yep. Wow. Where'd you guys come from? Hello there. Harvested. Oh, man. Just jumping out of the woodwork, tell you what. You least expect it. So can we get over here? There's the camp we're working so hard to avoid. Man. Probably shouldn't even bother at this point. Excuse us. Across this little river section. Some natives hanging out. Cool, cool. Somebody very chatty. Ew, did we take a wrong turn? Is this something we can pass through? Oh, this needed some intuition. Interesting. That is not something you could just go through otherwise. We currently have 3 of 3 intuition, so it is maxed out. Let's see what the question mark is. There it is. It is a campsite. Nice. Oh, we slipped. Darn. That little slip means we can't backtrack there easily. It's okay. Set up camp. 1 of 3. Okay. I was curious kind of how big this zone would be. Moderately sized. That would be mine. This looks like it maybe goes down. Okay, where does this one go up and across to? Let's go check that out. And then we'll go talk to the Who's He What's It's. It's a new zone, and you know, anytime it's a DLC, you've discovered a natural bridge. Oh, very nice. How thoughtful. Thanks, nature. Looks like there's a path to the left here. At least on the map it looks that way. All right. The flaming blood. Yikes. Maybe we shouldn't be in here. Ooh, fancy two-hand sword requiring 5 agility. We have to completely respec again. Do we have any chance of using it? Okay. There's actually nothing else we can do here right now. Huh. This is clearly one of those blocked off until you progress the main story zones. So we will run it back. Whoever we're here to meet seems to be set up in this village. This village seems to be kind of beat up. And apparently someone's missing a servant, and there's a problem with thieves here at camp. Let's talk to the merchant first. Not very chatty, which is fine. Just trying to see if he had better weapons and stuff. Pretty good stuff, actually, it looks like. It's tough to tell if this is better than... Wow, an assassin's hood. Yikes. But an even bigger, fancier hat. Wow. Gold, silver regiment, studded armor. Maybe it's time to change our gear. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see. We've been wearing the same stuff for a pretty long time. I mean, that was a regulation pistol. You know, it was a regulation pistol. You know, it wasn't wasn't exactly cutting edge, I suppose. All right. He's not very chatty, which is totally fine. Let's see if we can figure out. So I guess the natives just don't live here. They just got bullied right out. Maybe they weren't here when these folks showed up. Who knows? Wow. Definitely has these assassin vibes, though, huh? That's cool. I can hear them shouting about something. Maybe they're sparring. This is a much nicer tent than anyone else. Wow. Interesting. Here we go.
Visitors. Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My, this is incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Indeed. But I should warn you that you might find my cousin to be different.
Different? I suppose it's normal for a long journey through these new lands to change a person.
As you may have heard, he caught the Malachor. The magic present on this island cured him, but it also changed him.
Truly, it's a miracle he's recovered at all. I'm not surprised that it's left its mark. Still, I'm certain it won't affect our wedding, I assure you. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Nauts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
Savages? The only savages I know are the ones who invaded our home.
Please forgive me, I meant no disrespect. Natives then, is it? In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Nauts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever. Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict.
This is bad, bad, bad news. She already won the duel. She didn't need to hit that guy in the side of his head. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Something here is super stinky.
If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp.
Wait, what? I mean, there's footprints. We saw footprints 120 meters this way, up the hill. Ah, yes, of course. All right, first off, she's not very nice. She won the duel. She didn't have to hit that guy in the side of the head with the back of her sword. Number one. Number two, she shows up right as Constantine starts to fall apart.
There are other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path.
I don't think this marriage is true even a little bit. I think quite the opposite. I think there's some way they can profit from Constantine's downfall. Oh boy, this is back to where we got so lost. Well, the good news is we know how to get less lost here. It's taking us all the way back to the cave, it looks like, over that way, which is fine. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense her getting married. She told a convincing story, but not a convincing lie, which is part of the problem. Come on, dude. You can't climb up or down these inclines unless you clear out the monsters, which I think is part of why they put them in between an up and a down climb, so you have to. All right. Go way towards our favorite natural bridge.
The footprints seem less hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close.
I'm assuming the path on the left is going to have opened up here somehow. Yeah, look at that. They moved the rocks for us. Perfect. Track down the chest thieves. It's going to be my next album, The Chest Thieves. Okay, maybe it'll be my first album. I think you have to have an album to have a next album, right? Whoa, whoa.
Poison on my blade. And let's go.
Boom. Who's next? My goodness. I'm in trouble now.
We don't see many around here. But I'm convinced they don't eat their prey where they catch it. They would normally take it back to their lair.
Maybe they were about to do just that when we got here. Let's look around. We'll soon find out.
There actually are thieves
and
here.
Let's not forget Aurelia's chest.
Okay. Go.
The poor souls didn't enjoy their loot very long. It looks as though they were attacked as soon as they settled down here.
Campfire?
This campfire is strange. The ashes and embers are laid out as they should be, but the ground beneath them is untouched. This campfire has not been used. It seems as though it was just laid out as a prop. I'm troubled by this fake campfire. It casts a strange light upon this whole affair. We best go back to the camp and return the chest.
Wait, what? Fake campfire. That is highly suspicious.
The De Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
Is there any way to open it? We could examine this contract of hers.
I can't see a lock, and we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched.
Wait. Look, there seem to be soldiers over there. We should observe them before jumping into their arms.
I agree. Not only that, you gotta wonder, you could just open the chest and then say they broke it open. Let's see what's going on. I think they're trying to get rid of us.
It seems they're Aurelia de Vespe's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
Oh, interesting. So we can go back down this path into the assassins right here, or we can go the much longer way around and avoid the trouble. Interesting. We'll just avoid it. We don't need that in our life. It'll be fine. This is kind of like an elaborate way to try and get rid of us. Make up some problem, create some theft, hire some thieves, kill the thieves, stage a campsite, invite some wild animals. It's just elaborate. Wouldn't it be easier that once we're in their camp, they have us surrounded, all 50 of them jump us? Unless it's an issue of witnesses. Maybe they want less witnesses for the situation. Right? They're like, if nobody sees him die, is he dead? Like, I don't know. That'll lead us into the soldiers. Hopefully we can sneak by these guys. No, they're super alert. They don't sleep during the day or night. Really, guys? Try and get a jump on one of them. Don't think it's gonna happen. Gotcha. Well, boy. Big hit, like crit. I don't think we've seen a critical hit yet. Everybody happy? Happy, happy, happy. This is how I got messed up last time. There's a path to the left, behind us, and to the right. This is actually a crossroad of 3 ways, I think. And then it cuts down here. And if you miss this little cut down, you end up at another dead end. It's like surprisingly tricky, I feel like. I guess these guys are here foraging because they got kicked out of their homes. That's my best guess. Oh boy. Trying to get us killed right at the onset of negotiations. At our first interaction, everyone warned us about you. Rude. Now, of course, they could just deny it, right? Oh, those guys were just, you know, on a walkabout, hanging out, exploring, you know? Also looking for the chest, or they could deny it and be like...
That horrible woman sent us to recover her chest in order to get rid of us. She hoped these killers would be the end of us. She deserves Enon Mirfrichteman's wrath. May he engulf her in lava. What do you intend to do?
She'll have to answer for this. But, given the power of her family, we must remain polite.
All that being said, there's always a good chance that she was told she needed to do this? I don't know. Guess who?
You? I didn't think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts, or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Come now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we De Vespes have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word. Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty. In fact, some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
Why do you feel the need to resort to blackmail? You have your contract. Why threaten me?
My sweet summer child. You seem to have learnt to navigate the seas of politics in a duck pond. My waters, however, were shark-infested. Knowing the weaknesses of others, as well as how and when to exploit them to ensure unwavering loyalty, is key to survival as a Devesp. I believe I mentioned that my late husband was murdered at court. Well, his killers worked for my brother. My own brother didn't think twice before having the man I loved killed to secure his position. He broke my heart. I understand, of course. I'd probably do the same. And what of it? Do you think I would feel more remorse were it, say, a cousin-in-law?
What are your intentions? Surely you're not going to all this trouble just to marry my cousin.
And why not? Your cousin's quite the catch, you know. But you're quite right. I want more than just a new husband. I want a place where I can showcase my talents, a place to shine. Who knows? As the governor's wife, I could even become the new legate and try my hand at diplomacy. Unless I decide to keep you, of course. That is, if you promise to serve me well and aid me in expanding our influence on this island and beyond. The Devesps have long worked in the shadows of the congregation. No more. I hope that answers your question.
Here's your chest.
Here is your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you'll be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in New Serene. I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation.
Dude.
Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible. And to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake.
The quest is leave the camp. Okay, we're leaving. We're gone. Bye. See ya. Sayonara. Hitting with some hasta la vista, all right. We're out of here, dude. Oh my goodness. We got a snake.
She has us. We now have the contract, but even if it does turn out to be forged, we have no choice but to bend to her will.
Curses. That woman is more vicious than a scorpion fish. Do you have any idea which family secrets she's uncovered?
There's no way of knowing without those documents. I can guarantee one thing. The Dorsey family has many secrets, and if they got out...
The same can be said of all noble families, of course. In that case, we must find those documents before she uses them. We should go to Hikmet and San Mateus to find the henchmen she sent.
You're right. It's the only way to put an end to this alliance.
We're in way over our head here. And we're just trying to survive at this point. This is one of those situations where people in positions above us, with power beyond us, are doing things that are going to cause ripples, that we probably have enough power in our own position to avoid taking any kind of major fall for. But this is definitely not a good time to be, you know, the little man on the bottom. It's a better time to be like the big fish in a small pond.
Your Excellency.
Like these governors are.
Her Highness.
Local assassins, nice.
Her Highness, Aurelia de Vesp of the Merchant Congregation, has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally, with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who until now presented himself as the congregation's legate may soon lose his position. Indeed, he is believed to have lied about his lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon his titles of nobility. It is also rumored that he is engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat him with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
This situation is regrettable, but hardly surprising. I cannot deny that our dealings with the legate have often been wrought with a lack of elementary diplomacy, and what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here he is. Sir, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here. At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess. How will we discover where those documents are now?
I must admit, it was humiliating. But now, we can give her a taste of her own medicine. I say we follow her, and once we discover her lair, finding those incriminating documents shouldn't be a problem.
No way. It's another follow target mission here in the Bridge Alliance faction. Okay. All right. Follow them to their location with utmost stealth. I like how they have this moat around their little, like, oop, we lost them. We're supposed to be following them. I'm just getting distracted about their sweet moat. Look how good the moat is. You're too far from your target. You're going to lose sight. No, we're not. We're looking right at him. Got him with the old double twist. Too far from your target. Not a chance. We literally have a house right around here. Okay. All right. And crouch. Oh, yep. Yep. Very stealthy. Looks like they're going to leave the city. There's like a little alley over here they could duck into. We love this barrel right here. It's one good barrel. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. And this assassin. Oh, they're meeting with assassin friends. Oh boy, they've got a little bit of a sauce shade to their walk, huh?
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
Let's hide. We may hear where the documents you seek are hidden.
On the other side of the wall. All right, gang, let's get in the mystery machine, huh? Goodness.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
The meeting went very well. The governor was so incensed by what I told him that when the legate arrived unannounced, he was immediately thrown out. It seems that our representative on the island has not found favor with the other governors. It was about time our mistress intervened. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect him here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. If they search the old farm under the cliff, he or his comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
Run! Recover the files. I love the way they say that out loud. All of our compromised documents are hidden in X location. Don't tell anyone. Wink. Oh, assassins. Nice. Oh. They were ready for us. They were so ready for us. You just tried to parry a scythe? Psychos. A scythe? A scythe?
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the Devesp sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
Could you read it to me? Oh, I would like to know what a bunch of renegades they may have found out about me.
This is just further proof of their deceit, and the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men.
They all carry antidotes, like they're expecting to get poisoned in their line of work. 2 gold coins, 2 antidotes. Coins, antidotes. Coins, antidotes. The documents will be hidden in a tree stump.
According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the Devesps. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
We're going to confront the merchant who's been hired to hide the documents. A scythe, this big Grim Reaper stick we've got. It was kind of mind-boggling they tried to parry a weapon like that. It's just a giant curved, blade with the kind of an angle on it, perpendicular to the pole it's on. It's very difficult to parry, I feel like.
Hello. Are you Valens?
Indeed. What can I do for your lordship? Are you looking for tools for your workers? I have a large range of tools, everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I have been sent by Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.
Oh, we still need to, like, go inside and get it? Okay. Just leave it on the ground. Perfect. Okay, so this is very, very suspicious. Constantine was the second son of the prince, born to his second wife. The first son was killed by assassins, which were paid for by Constantine's mother, right? The second wife, the prince's second wife. The prince has two sons, right? Older son, younger son. First wife, second wife. The second wife has the first wife's sons killed, making Constantine the older son. Oh, boy. Quote, the brother's assassination calls into question Constantine's legitimacy and his claim to any of his father's fortune and throne. With such a mother, can we even be sure he's the prince's legitimate son? And then here's proof. The mother's receipt for paying the assassins to take out the older son. Good stuff right there. I mean, that's some serious, I guess, blackmail. I don't know. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to burn it? Oh, they still want us to go all the way across and meet with the guard. That's fine. We can do that. Wasn't really expecting that to be the case, but no worries. Go check in on the Telemay. Maybe my second least favorite city on this continent. My goodness. So we are back in the Telemay city, and this is our embassy, our house, and there's a suspicious note on the ground. Your Excellency, I know your enemies are in town. Meet me. We will go talk to whoever's hanging out at the tavern here. I think we get poisoned or jumped again. All right, having a drink here. I love the way they dress like the Dark Brotherhood, but then they call themselves ambassadors.
Hello. I wonder if we might have a word.
De Sade. The D'Orsay family's henchman. I knew it. I knew I would meet my end by accepting this mission. After what you did to Ambassador Lavoisin in Hikmet.
If the ambassador and her men had not attacked me, they would certainly still be alive. Since you know who I am, you must know why I'm here.
Yes. The document chest. But don't think you can scare me into giving it to you. I've been scared to death since I got to this town. Since I got to this island. But I will not betray them.
Come. We never wished you harm. We only want to recover some files. They do concern us, after all. Tell us where they are. A huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders.
That's true. Does it even matter? I don't have the chest anymore. I gave it to a group of inquisitors who don't like you very much. Those fools are so furious that they'd rather die than give you the chest. And Saint Matthias is with them. So, they're hiding out in one of the warehouses around the port. If you really want to confront them, it's your own choice.
Somehow it's always back to the docks here. Everything shady that goes on outside of the light of the Inquisition somehow is in the shadows of a warehouse in the docks. There's like 4 warehouses lined up here. It's like it's not the first one. Second one, sure.
So you found us. But don't rejoice too soon. You will not leave this warehouse alive.
Again?
Come. I'm sure we can work this out. I only want the De Vespe chest.
Don't count on it. Some of our followers may tolerate your influence, but because of your close ties with our enemies, we will not.
We wanted to use these documents to undermine your power. But since the Enlightened has brought you before us, he must want you dead.
Yo, come on. Why's it gotta be like this? You know what it says about me? That the best weapon we picked up was this Reaper Scythe, and it's not even close. I mean, this is like a significant power upgrade. Not just even including the reach, but just the devastating damage. Yeah. Okay, on that note. Okay. Oh, look at that. Notes on us, de Sade, right? According to our information, he's talented, but too close to his cousin. We must therefore get rid of him or blackmail him. Okay, we've gathered several documents proving his father was sent on an expedition the year before his birth. Blah, blah, blah. Cool, cool. Okay, they want us to return to Constantine. Don't really want to do that. I mean, wow, the loot in the DLC stuff here is about 10,000 times better than all the regular stuff we get. Wow. Normally we get like 2 gold coins.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Oh. Look at that. They expected us, or they were prepared for the possibility of us taking out the Inquisition. So they left some assassins hanging out in the dock in preparation for us. Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm flattered. Yeah, there it is. 2 gold coins and an antidote. Whatever. The good news is we're alive, and we've collected the documents. The bad news is, I mean, I assume they have copies. Not really sure what good grabbing these documents does for us. I fully expect them to be able to, you know, have copies. You know, I just think these were just the ones they sent out to these locations specifically. It's a little strange that she's like, I had to blackmail you. But you know, I grew up in the mean streets of, you know, the noble court or whatever. I don't think that's true. A threat to anything they were doing.
They weren't here before.
What posters?
What does it say? Oh, I can't read your language.
Have a closer look at poster, okay? Not this poster, some other poster. This poster. A propaganda poster, look at this. The governor, that's Constantine, and his henchmen, us, are illegitimate. They usurped their positions. Lady Moraine is the one who built this town. The governor, that's Constantine, and us, our titles of nobility were attained through the blood of innocence. We instead used our father, the prince's kindness, to climb the power. People of this town, New Serene, reject the usurpers, choose a new legitimate leader.
Another Devesp trick. They'll truly stop at nothing.
These guys are great.
These posters could cause a full-scale riot. We must stop them from spreading around town.
The crowd is... I knew this Constantine wasn't who he claimed to be. As for de Sade...
Greetings, madam. Did you happen to see, by any chance, who stuck up these posters?
Oh, you are the famous legate these posters speak of. You would never tell me if it were all true. Anyway, if you want revenge against the woman who stuck 'em up, you're too late. The guards caught her in the act, and when they saw what was written on the posters, they took her to the barracks. She must be rotting away in jail now.
Thank you. And you shouldn't believe those lies.
As if you could say anything else.
Interesting, there's even a new model for citizens. We've never seen a citizen like her before. Like with her hair and her outfit and everything, it was all brand new. Very cool. Okay. It's a shortcut, by the way, requiring skill points to use. Mercy. All right. You think they threw him in the fight pit? You think they... The quartermaster? Hold on.
And you... No, thank...
All right, there's something going on with some contraband. Don't care. Contraband sounds like a problem for another day. Oh, they always randomize the cell, I swear. Oh, no.
Hello. I'm the bastard murderer from your posters.
She can't even read.
Your Excellency, I'm not responsible for the content of those posters.
See, there you go.
I had no choice but to stick them up. In a sense, the guard's arrest protected me, but my partner is under lock and key and guarded by armed men who bear the Devesp livery. They are responsible. They forced me to stick these posters up all around town. They threatened to kill my partner. If you don't stop them, they will kill him. I beg you, free him.
I believe you, and I will free your friend if I can. Do you know where the other posters are? I must destroy this nonsense before it creates a riot.
No, they only gave me 1 stack of them. They certainly have more, but I don't know where they're hiding the rest. The men who are holding him must know.
Very well. I have no other choice but to free him. Where is he being held?
Behind the barracks, along the docks.
That's what I thought. As soon as I saw her, I was like, she looks like a local. She's just paid to put up posters because she knows where to put them up. This is not the person who's like writing propaganda posters. Goodness. The coin guard doing their finest work yet again. Don't get me wrong. They caught whoever was... Where's this person? Oh boy. They absolutely did catch whoever it was that was putting up the propaganda posters. How dare they? But darn, if they couldn't just do a little better, right? Just a little better. Come on, you could do just a little better. One question, right? Really, guys? Stop that. Not only that, but the person who's being blackmailed into putting up the posters They're over here kidnapping our citizens right behind the Coin Guard barracks. There's the Coin Guard barracks. Here's the blackmail. Dude.
Thank you for freeing me from those murderers' clutches. Do you know where my
Wow,
friend
another
is?
new character model.
She went to stick up those horrible posters.
She sent me to rescue you. She was imprisoned, but she'll probably get out soon. The presence of these men will prove that she had no intention of causing an insurrection.
Oh, you've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I was worried she'd been killed. They were such brutes.
I must destroy the rest of those posters. Do you have any idea where those men could have hidden them?
Well, they spoke of having a reserve just outside of town. In a small hut, if my memory serves me well. You should go and check.
Thank you. And try to avoid the Devesps in the future.
The amount of legwork we do to just get things done. Massive. Wow, look at this. Right outside the gate. What is the Coin Guard even being paid for? My goodness. You guys need to just go. Oh, man. You really just gotta wonder how the Coin Guard is where they are at the level of incompetency they are. Arrest basically the wrong person. Directly behind their barracks is the location of the a citizen who's being held against their will by assassins. Right next to the gates, more assassins guarding more posters. Really, guys? And there we go. We have destroyed remaining posters. Bring documentation to Sir de Courchelone. Who's this guy? Sir who? You think it's our diplomatic advisor guy? I feel like we should talk to the lady Meringue or whatever. Ask her about her pie and if she knows about the posters. If she's in on it, right? If she's secretly a cousin of the family. Bunch of snakes. She's like, don't trust them. But what she didn't say was, don't trust them because I know them and they're a bunch of snakes. They're my second cousin or something, right? All right. See how this unfolds. Oh, we do need to go up top and talk to... Yeah, the dude who hides up in this little lab up here. All right, hides in the lab. Okay, he just works from the governor's palace in this little room. I think it's over here usually, or... No, next one over. Bit of a maze, but I've been lost here enough to know when I'm in the wrong room. Quote me on that. Mercy. Aha! Gotcha.
De Sade, you seem somewhat gloomy. What's troubling you?
As you may have heard, the Devesp family has sent a delegation to the island. It's led by the prince's daughter herself.
Ah, most curious. And very worrying indeed. But you didn't come all this way in person just to bring me the bad news, I take it?
You read my mind. Knowledge is power. I need all the information you've got. What can you tell me about this family?
Well, the House of Vesp has a very long history. They gained their first noble titles through violence a few centuries ago. Then commerce and close ties with Ptolemy saw them rise to become the princes of Peren, their ancestral city. However, their lust for power is boundless. And it's no secret they wish to reign over the whole congregation. No luck on that front so far, naturally. Their ambitions have always been curbed by the Dorsays, along with Serene's strategic advantages over Peren.
Quite the history, then. And what about today?
Well, they're more ambitious than ever. When the Malichor epidemic hit Serene as hard as it did, they saw it merely as a weakness to exploit. They attempted a series of maneuvers to oust your uncle from the council. But then the epidemic ended up hitting Peren too. However, I don't think they've given up. And if they've come all the way here, it's surely to gain influence and to undermine your family. Was there anything else you wish to ask?
Given this family's reputation, what's stopping us from arresting them on the spot?
What, without evidence? That would do no good to your uncle's reputation and his position on the continent. I'm sure your cousin would delight in watching him squirm. But the Dorsey family could never recover from such a situation. If you arrest her without evidence, the council would be forced to intervene. And that is exactly what that old serpent, Alexandre de Vesp, wants. No, you must play along for now, but be extremely vigilant. Look out for poison in particular. The de Vesps have untraceable poisons down to a science. Their other weapon is compromising information, which they store in special chests without keyholes. Should slander not suffice, their assassins step in. It is said that Peren's river is riddled with the bodies of their enemies. Take care you don't end up joining them. Was there anything else you wish to ask?
Do you know anything in particular about the prince's daughter, Aurelia de Vespe?
She's a young woman, about your age. Very beautiful, so they say. And she's dearly beloved by her father. Despite her age, she's already endured her fair share of tragedy. Her husband, whom I'm told she deeply loved, was brutally murdered not long ago. What's more, Aurelia's older brother Octave de Vespe is rumored to be the one behind it. And I don't just mean he gave the order. That said, don't be fooled into thinking she's but a tragic, defenseless young widow. Oh, she's very much her father's daughter, ambitions and all. I have no doubt she'll be a formidable opponent for yourself and Constantine. Treat her as such. Was there anything else you wish to ask?
I recovered some documents that Aurelia intended to use against us. I also brought you the wedding contract.
Let me see. Yes. A skillful blend of truths and untruths, as is to be expected. I'm afraid, however, this letter from Julia d'Orsay, Constantine's mother, is genuine. But your cousin is not to blame for his mother's folly. It caused him more harm than good, and he was but a child when his brother was killed. But the implication that he's not the prince's son is absurd. You know them both, and you know how much Constantine looks like his father. As for these documents about your mother, poor Livy would never have deceived your father. And furthermore, in any case, I doubt that this information could truly be used against you. The revelations about Constantine are more cause for concern. But since you recovered the evidence, we needn't worry about it being used against us. Providing it's the only copy, of course.
I believe so. What do you make of the marriage contract? Is it genuine?
Well, the writing is that of a court clerk. But their handwriting all looks the same. It would be difficult to tell if it was truly written by your uncle. As for the seal, well, I'm almost certain that it is a forgery. But an excellent one at that. That being said, without the seal itself, you'd be hard-pressed to prove it. If we denounce this contract without evidence, everyone will say that it's just an excuse to get out of the wedding.
In that case, I need to find that seal. Let's hope Aurelia de Vespe has brought it with her.
I'd wager she did. She may want to use it again. If you want to find it, you'll have to get her away from her camp to have a good chance to search her belongings.
As I'm supposed to be organizing the princess's arrival, Lady Morange can surely help by sending for her. Thank you, sir.
Was there anything else you wish to ask?
No, we gotta get moving.
I must be on my...
Okay, so if the seal is a forgery, they could easily void the entire marriage. Maybe not easily, but it would be a way for them to void the entire marriage if they so choose. But if the seal is close enough to authentic, it would also be able to be argued that, well, it just got aged. The paper aged, the ink ran a little, etc., etc. So it is a little bit of a clever way to leave yourself an exit clause from a contract like this. Very, very sneaky, I would say. Assuming the seal is what I think it is.
By the look on your face, you've already experienced the de Vespe's deceit firsthand.
Indeed. Aurelia tried to blackmail us. I had to recover evidence she gathered against my cousin and myself, and stop a riot in town she caused by sticking up posters which mocked us, and which depicted you as the heroine.
And I can assure you I'm not responsible.
I don't doubt it, madam. However, Sir de Corsillon told me that the seal used on the wedding contract was fake, but that we needed the fake seal itself to prove it and put an end to this sham.
So you would like me to get Aurelia de Vespe away from her quarters so you can search them at your leisure?
That's the general idea. She did ask us to organize her arrival. Your message shouldn't surprise her.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm going to write. The young de Vespe may be talented, but I have years more experience. Oh, if I may offer some advice, you should question the Nauts who brought her here. They must have gleaned some information on our charming princess on such a long journey in close quarters. Admiral Cabral should know where they are. You should go and see her.
I'm sure the Nauts did learn something, but I don't know if they'll share it with us. Most likely they'll be like, hey, we have a new problem. And then it'll be the same problem they always have. They're missing some knots. Okay, they really need to learn how to tie their ropes a little better. They're always missing a few knots. Maybe their boat should slow down. I don't know. Hello, Knots.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Greetings, Admiral. I came to see you as I seek information about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage. Since they landed on this island, They haven't ceased their efforts to undermine our city and our diplomatic position. And since they traveled on your ships for several months, I thought you and your men would surely have things to say about them.
We don't make a habit of revealing information about our passengers, but I'm willing to make an exception this time. Since we got here, part of our ship's crew, those who were in contact with the Devesps, haven't been heard from. The rest of the crew, the ones who steered the ship, are here. They're worried and fear the worst for their comrades. I would be very grateful if you inquired of their whereabouts. If you find them alive, I will not object to them telling you everything they know. Quite the opposite. One thing is certain. The Devesps will never set another foot on one of our ships.
Rest assured, I'll do my best to find them. Goodbye, Admiral.
Goodbye, Desarde.
Oh, really? There's some missing knots. Really now? What are the odds? We lost a few knots along the way. Let's see. Whoa, boy. Look at that. Once again, there's imprisoning whoever they can. For no reason. These spit acids. Oh, goodness. Elite spit acid. Tried to jump kick me? Hey, leave Sierra alone. She's getting stun locked by big boy with the club. You fool. Okay. On that note, let's see here. You think they're being imprisoned against their will? What are the odds? Third or fourth time.
Is someone here? Thank you immensely for having freed us. Had we stayed here, those lunatics would have killed us.
They already killed one of the men by giving him some kind of potion.
Yes, Aurelia de Vesp came, with a smile on her face, and poisoned one of our men. To test the effects of a plan. That's what she said.
We must go through Aurelia's things. We need to prove that the wedding contract was forged to stop her from causing harm. Did you see or hear anything which could help me while you traveled here with Aurelia de Vesp?
That woman is very secretive. She isn't the kind of person who speaks of her plans in front of those she treats as servants.
I served her in her cabin. Every time I came in, she slipped the documents she was reading or writing in special chests. However, one day I heard her talking to one of her followers. She told him that with all the information they had gathered, they would easily take over the island. She clearly spoke of bringing the other governors to their knees with the information she had against them. She wants to blackmail them.
She probably kept us locked up here because she knew that we had heard her plans.
That's undoubtedly true. Thank you for this information. Do you know how to get back to the Admiral, now that you're free?
Yes. Don't worry. We'll soon be back on our ship. Thanks to you. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
We're trying to search this camp and find the... Oh, boy. Never mind. I did not realize we would immediately be in combat. What's this about, huh? Oh, my goodness. Talk about coercive diplomacy. Stop parrying my side. Yeah, psychos? Ooh, fancy room. Yep, okay, here's some documentation that they're keeping the knots locked up. Awfully incriminating. Obviously a forgery when we present it. See what else we can find. Ha. The fake seal right on her desk. Awfully incriminating.
Forging a seal like this can't be easy. The Devesps stop at nothing to carry out their deceit.
In any case, thanks to this seal, we can prove that the contract was forged. And we can send Miss de Vesp back to the continent. Let's go and speak with Lady Mirange. She'll know how to confront Aurelia.
Are we still missing something here? There it is. Oh boy. Unfortunately, my plan to get rid of us, Desarde, failed. What a shame. We have enough evidence to keep them busy. I fear my plan will be difficult. Oh boy, I've run out of poison. I'll get rid of the others. Father will be surprised, but I'm sure I'll be proud. Yikes. It's pretty clear that they intend to poison the lady. I forgot how to say her name. La Sade or something. La Frate. I've got no idea. These names just elude me in a way that is baffling. I swear I know somebody's name. And they're like, it's Desarde. I'm like, I thought his name was Sardine. And then I feel bad. Because I know there's someone watching this going, his name is not Sardine. You know better, Vadd. And I swear, I thought it was Sardine for just a minute, okay? All right, so apparently one of the locals knows about the poison. That the Poison Clan here, because that's their new name, because I can't remember their name, Poison Clan brought. Oh, come on, guys. I'm busy here. I'm trying to save a life. Don't you know there's more to life than pouncing like a lion? My goodness. Ew, we need to get down elevation, maybe? How do we get down there? Maybe we get on here and make 2 lefts? See, there's that, like, lava glow in the distance. I thought this would go a different direction. Towards the lava glow, to be specific. Oh, that does have a big downhill slope over there. Okay. Oh, boy. So, it seems like she's going to try and kill with poison. Yeah, the lady who was kind of running things before Constantine got here. Man, long way down to try and get to this location. Oh my goodness. We're under our new favorite natural bridge. Apparently right next to whoever knows about poisons. Oh, this is a little scary. This is not where I would want to live. But maybe it's nice, I don't know.
Oi, Onol Manawi.
Hello.
Bur Tirtumat. I'm Vadd from the Beragnodas clan. I need to speak to you.
Burtir Tumad Donegada.
Bur Tirtumat, Siora. I hope your friend will be able to help us. I've heard people talking about you in the village, and Dunkas respects you, so I'm sure you'll understand.
What is it?
This land has been sacred for generations, and only the Donegader of our clan can come to calm the anger of Enon Melfrichtimen.
This is where he spilled the burning blood of the land to destroy our enemies. The sun trembled and the sky was black for days.
It is madness to come back here, especially for Renaigse. You must leave and take all the other Renaigse with you.
Do not fret. I intend to ensure that they don't stay long. Neither here nor on this island, for that matter.
I hope so, Onol Manawi. Because we can already feel the anger rising up to Credennis, and many would die if it spread.
And these Renaigse don't understand anything. They're multiplying like flies. No sooner had the ones in black arrived from the sea than others came from the woods to surround them. And now here you are.
I promise that these lands will soon find their peace. Yes, I actually need your help. I'm sure you know all about the plants in this region. Do you know of any that are poisonous? The leader of those who came here plans to poison one of my friends.
It's true that the leader left the camp at one point. She stayed in the woods for a while.
If it was poisonous plants she was after, I'm sure she would have collected sedek leaves at this time of year. It's a slow but horrible poison, which causes a great deal of suffering. But the antidote can be found in some roots that we know well.
You're in luck. We have a small bottle. Anyone who drinks it quickly after being poisoned will survive.
Thank you. I'm infinitely grateful.
Okay, we run all the way back and try and save Lady Meringue and her delicious pie. Maybe it's not meringue. Maybe it's meringue or meringue. I don't know. Maybe it's Moraine. Like the Wheel of Time lady. Moraine. It could be Moraine, right? Yeah, but Lady Meringue and her delicious pie is just a beautiful sentence. It's like a story in one simple sentence. You're like, oh no, there's a lady, her name's Meringue, she's got a pie. Like, oh, fantastic. Like, it's just a one sentence story, you know? Like, whatever. All right, let's save this damsel here. Ah, poison.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. I never imagined the Defesps would go so far. She tried to poison me.
Don't mention it. The Donegader of the Dunkas clan should also be thanked, my lady. They gave us the antidote.
May they be blessed. I'll send them a present to thank them. But you should go straight to the palace. Aurelia de Vesp was headed there. I'm afraid she may try to take over by force.
I'll go there right away. Get well soon, my lady.
Well, pie lovers, rest easy. Lady Moraine lives to bake another day. She loves baking. Little known fact about Lady Moraine there. All right, it's time to apparently arrest Aurelian de Vesper. Okay, old snake assassin. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Aurelia de Vespe. On behalf of Governor Constantin d'Orsay, you are under arrest.
Oh, really? Hardly surprising. Typical of the d'Orsay family's underhanded methods. On what grounds, might I ask?
Firstly, for fraud and forgery. The wedding contract you gave us is fake.
Your lies are as dismal as they are desperate. The contract bears the seals of both my father and your prince. Is he trying to back out? Or has his idiot son simply decided to disobey him?
Neither. The d'Orsay seal upon this contract is forged, and I can prove it. Here. This is what was used to seal the contract. A cleverly made counterfeit we found in your camp.
That seal proves nothing. You probably made it yourself to undermine me. That contract could not be more authentic. The same, however, cannot be said of your noble lineage.
The second charge made against you is the attempted murder of Lady Morange. Are you also going to deny that your men attacked her?
This is a very serious accusation. I assure you that I had no knowledge of any attack on the former governor. And if an attack did indeed take place, I am certainly not the one responsible.
Is that so? Then why does this journal, written in your handwriting, say that you wish to rid your city of all d'Orsay sympathizers? And that you'd found the perfect poison to do the deed in the forest surrounding your camp? Thankfully for Lady Morange, the Donegada living in the region gave us an antidote.
A journal only conveys thoughts, not facts. Don't tell me you've never wished for someone's death without actually acting on those thoughts. And more to the point, who's to say that journal's genuine in the first place? Your so-called evidence, Mr. de Sardet, is but lie after lie.
Lastly, you are accused of having sequestered and murdered the Nauts who brought you to this island.
Another baseless accusation. I don't know how you could possibly prove my involvement.
As it happens, we freed the survivors, and they are very willing to testify against you. For all the charges set against you, you are under arrest.
The malachor upon you, de Sardet. I greatly underestimated you. How wrong I was. I should have courted you and made you my ally. Together we would have been unstoppable. Very well. What are you going to do with me?
Send you back
You'll
home.
be imprisoned here while we wait for the Congregation Council's ruling. Go on. Lock her up.
Wow, that could be like 2 years. We know how...
The de Vespes would have tried to impose themselves to the bitter end. It's fantastic that you gathered all this evidence. We won't have a ruling from the council for months. Years, even. But I'm sure the de Vespes will pay a heavy price for Aurelia's folly, and the d'Orsay family will emerge greater than ever. Anyway, you should destroy the documents you found. Nobody else should ever get hold of them.
You're right. I'm going to burn them all right now, just to be on the safe side. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your help.
I merely gave you guidance.
Remember, this guy here?
See you later.
He was our childhood tutor and in charge of... Wait, we got a new fancy hat? Oh, please tell me it's super fancy. It gives poison resistance. It is quite nice, but I like the feather in my cap with the +1 intuition better. You got a shirt, yeah? Oh, goodness. It's kind of ugly. Well, it's got some charm. I like most of it except for the... We need to get somewhere with better lighting. Except for, like, the lace. Try this again. It's fine. And... Aha! I don't love the white lace on top. But the rest of it's not bad, right? Alright, let me get some new gloves. Again with the frilly frills. I'm not a big fan of frilly frills, you know? That's alright. And the boots. More of the frills. I love how all of them give poison resistance too. I'm sure that'll come in very, very handy. To the best of my knowledge, that is the end of the DLC. A fun little jaunt, meeting another merchant congregation family, a new enemy, a new armor set. I think it had all the things that make a good DLC. It did more of what the base game does. And expanded on it and introduced a new character, new motivations. I think that was all really nice.